And we're live. Amazing. Hello, Thundercracker Productions.
I wish this was like a pop-out thing that I could do.
The chat?
Yeah.
What happened to the link I sent you?
Well, it's here, but it's...
Hello, everyone. I'm sure more people are coming. Like, for instance, GK Cartney, Blender Cracker, Superior CT123, and so on. So what I'm doing today is I'm getting tired of my shorts being completely black, which is, I mean, it's fine. I get the point across. Hello, April Brewer, and Optimus Prime 885, and Mega Screen Lord Starscream, and Ethan, Shadow Shinobi, Ride the Loneliness, P.S. Bro, I Can't Keep Up With Everyone, Lindy of the Great, Max. Okay, so I'm getting tired of having just black behind. So I bought a bunch of this black poster board, and I used to have a Teletraan1 prop way back in the day that I gave to TF Fanpage 101. And I'm not going to ask for it back because I gave it to him, and that's that. So I'm going to build a better one than it was before, and I use the proper materials, and now that I know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm glad you like the Super Metroid stream there, Oswald. Oh, someone's definitely not here, and they say hi anyway. So I've got a knife, which is how I did that to my finger. So we'll be careful with it today. And I've got scissors. So, yes. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, that's Daddy.
With this thing, I'm going to start with Hello Lego Rocket 42. Because I'm going to cut this out. I know the Studio Series Dark of the Moon sound have included Laserbeak, but I remember Ravage, and Ravage was kind of a difficult figure, so unless they included a mini masterpiece, I can't exactly see how they'd include a miniature version of that. Just saying. I mean, it'd be cool if it had it, but I wasn't holding my breath for it personally. Oh, man. Grammar is spelled with a U. Grammar. Hi, I'm Leo. I'm from Brazil. Hello. Man, why is everyone spelling all weird?
I figured out how to do a pop-out.
Oh, okay. You mean Joker? Yeah, cool. I main Pokemon trainer. Back in the days of Brawl, I used to play a lot of, now don't hate me, but I made Meta Knight. I did not realize how overpowered he was. In retrospect, going back, I realized, oh my goodness, he's overpowered. This jerk's killed Teletraan1. I'm okay calling Dark Samus a she, but, I mean, it's a Metroid. A lot of people get that one wrong, and that irks me. Dark Samus can be a she so long as Metroids can be she's. Favorite Terracon? I have no idea. How did the NP Herbie come out? It's not quite done. I still have some touch-ups to do. It's going, I guess. first. I'm just going to cut this out so I have room to work. There. Favorite Transformer that's not from G1? Oh, we're back to these caveats. I'm looking for a specific answer, so I'm going to eliminate a lot of the choices. I don't know, what is my favorite Transformer that's not G1? Prime Cliff Jump was pretty sick. Movie vs. Shatter, it's pretty great. I have no idea. Like, I have no affiliation with the Terrorcons, I'm going to be honest. Pretty much everything, season 3 and beyond. I've been meaning to watch it. I just haven't. Hello, Cobra Commander. AKA Starscream in human form. Song is coming in summer 2021. Such a long way away cause coronavirus. Did I make the G1 song? Oh, hello, Nindrago the Astronian. I'm glad you enjoyed. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to start with this side panel, so I can kind of get a template to work from. Last time I made this, I made it, was it 6 years ago? And, well, I'm not going to pretend like my paper craft skills have improved, but I'm going to use this display board I bought from the dollar store, instead of cardboard. And I've got some ideas how I'm going to cut it. There. There's the first piece cut. That's the wall. Comment castle. Oh, hell, Starscream. I suppose. So now I'm going to get a marker. See if yellow shows up well enough. Hindsight, it probably should have. That barely shows up. Great. Let's try green. Hindsight, white might have been a better idea. Okay, green works well enough. The edited comics realized being leader wasn't easy at all. Okay. I'm okay with Astral Train not being commander class. That would be huge. I don't need him that big. I don't quite understand everyone's insistence that he's got to be like 40 stories tall. I mean, scale-wise, absolutely, I would love that, but...
You had another asking who's your favorite Autobot?
Jazz, Braun. I've answered this question a million times. Maybe I should just start putting it in the description, favorite Autobots.
It's in your Instagram description too. It's everywhere in your description.
Yeah. I just can't count how many times I've been asked that in a stream. Who's your favorite Autobot? Well, it didn't change. Still Jazz. Still Braun. Oh, where is it?
How's the family?
Doing all right. I mean, we're kind of holding out the best we can amidst this stupid virus, but, you know, we do what we can. Cynthia can't really go to work until she's 100% better because she looks after the elderly as her job.
Have you considered 3D printing for props?
I have considered it. I just don't have the ability. Like, I don't have a 3D printer. Which kind of seriously hampers the ability to do so. I got a friend in BC that has one, but he's way out in BC. How much even are, like, 3D printers? How much is the plastic for a 3D printer?
How is your finger?
It's better, I guess. I mean, like, those are the stitches, mind them. I can't feel anything from here to here on this side of my finger. Feeling has returned on this side.
You didn't put bandage on today?
No.
Can you paint stuff?
I can and usually do paint stuff.
And what kind of paint do you use for your Transformers?
Acrylic hobby paint. Man, this stuff cuts so easily. It's like gliding my knife through. It's so nice.
Someone asked, what did you do to your finger?
I actually put this knife through it. I had a model train. It's up there. I don't feel like getting it, but I was holding it like this, like a right idiot, and cutting, and I went through and slice. So, you know, plenty of smart things around here. There are definitely better ways to spend a Sunday than in a hospital.
Blammy, what inscrubble thing did you do to your finger? Rob the amateur to Redneck Geek. I talked to you on Facebook chat about a soundbite clip. I'd be willing to help with props.
Oh, okay. Well, if I design any, I'll happily let you know. Like, when I worked with Masterpiece, that was kind of nice because, as I was ending, I found out that, one second, let me just finish that, a little too far. The Barbie stuff, like, the props from Barbies, somehow are the perfect size. So that was nice because I was able to get a few of those, but... I love you too, Riley.
What she was saying to me.
That second one was me.
Did you say that to Daddy or Mommy? Hey, don't do that to Mommy's computer. Your hand is like a combiner.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Are you mad that B didn't get a Siege figure so far?
I can't say I'm mad in the sense because I already have a Bumblebee and I'm happy with it for now, but I mean, surprised maybe.
Where did you get the Teletraan1 patterns?
If you go online and you type in Papercraft Teletraan1, it'll come right up. But let's see, there's a guy on Twitter. His name is Matt. Let's see. I'll post it in the chat. Because I can't remember where I downloaded it a long time ago and then I just kept it on my computer. Actually, I found it on a flash drive recently.
There were too many questions. I can't keep up.
I know. Oh, whoops. Let's go tweets and replies. Anyways, excuse me. Excuse me. So that's his Twitter handle, but he's the guy that made these. But yeah, if you just Google Papercraft Teletraan1, it shows right up. He made it's fan work, so it's free, and he made it publicly available. But the funny thing is, he did all this artwork for this project for free, and Hasbro has been taking it recently for their Toy Fair displays, and so they haven't been giving him credit, and they've been taking his work for promotional art, and he's been getting right annoyed about it lately, as he should. But what's up?
Oh, you sneeze, and everybody in the comments like, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. How much do patrons pay a month?
They go as low as $1, but there's one guy that pays $15 a month. In total, I make about $30 a month. Which sometimes I feel kind of bad about because, like, there was a 3-month period where I didn't upload anything. And, I mean, I felt kind of bad about that because, you know, people are paying and then not really getting anything out of it. But, you know, life is life. Which is kind of why I don't, like, I advertise right at the beginning to say thank you at the beginning of the video. That's kind of where it ends. Because, like, I don't, like, I want it to be just a thing people do if they want to do it. I don't want to advertise it so much that I get 400 people. I mean, it would be nice because if 400 people did that and it was able to pay for itself, I would quit and go into this full time. But at the same time, it's not why I'm doing it. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Husband and wife. Indeed.
they showed a swab of where they swabbed for the COVID. What question, Mad Junker?
My wife is trying to tell me the questions. I'm sorry, Mad Junker, she didn't see your question. What did you say? Did have a deluxe KO version too. I don't know what that means.
Question for me.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't watch Cyberverse, so I mean, boil it away, I guess, unless everyone else has an objection to it. I heard Astrotrain shows up, and he's the size of a giant.
Would you ever get a masterpiece-sized figure again? Please, goodness, no.
You know how expensive that was? Like, I couldn't afford to keep up after a while, and like, I think I spent maybe close to $1,000 over the past year and a half.
Oh, that question. Okay. If there was a train combiner with Astrotrain as the center, how would you feel about it?
That'd be dang awesome. Heck yeah, I'd want that. Okay, how did this fare out? Let's see. Try putting it on top. Pretty good, I'd say. Not perfect. But I'll take it.
What if at the end of every review, every Patreon gets to give a quote that you say, like how Bird handles his Patreon shorts?
I don't know who Bird is, but see, I don't know about that. See, I guess it'd have to be within reason, because if people say stupid things that have swearing or whatever, I wouldn't even want to like bleep it out. I would just not want to say them. Like, I'm all for giving people creative control, but at the same time, it's the few that ruins it for the many. Like, if you know what I'm saying.
If you both were Transformers, what would your names be?
Autobot Awesome something.
Really? That's like 10 years ago. You said awesome. I thought you were done with that.
It was a joke that was in a previous stream that I'm just kind of rolling with.
Yeah. What would mine be?
I don't know.
So many questions. Okay. Can you customize my Combiner Wars Ultimagnus?
Can I do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which one's more destructive, Megatron or the blue shell from Mario Kart? I said blue shell.
What an interesting question.
Will you consider getting perfect effect jet power revive commander?
I don't even know what that is, so I mean maybe.
If Devastator was an Autobot combiner, what would his color scheme be? Blue and purple.
I mean Shattered Glass gave us white and red.
I say blue and purple.
Okay, it's blue and purple. For some reason.
I don't know. Well, it's blue and green, so he might as well purple and green. Now he got to be blue and purple. That is the right one, right?
Yes, that is the right one.
Who is the better purple robotic space pirate dinosaur, Ridley or Megatron?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even like where the masterpiece has gone lately. What did you say?
Who is the better purple robotic space pirate dinosaur, Ridley or Megatron?
Ridley.
And of course, because he likes Thomas.
Absolutely. I'm going to get a precision screwdriver to start
Riley,
making.
can you please stop touching that? How's the progress on the custom Bumblebee figure with Herbie's color scheme? I've answered that one.
I mean, Masterpiece Bumblebee is mostly finished. Just a few bits of white here and there that I have to touch up that I just haven't gotten around to yet.
Someone's asking how they become a Patreon.
Do you want to share the link for that? I mean, I think the... Oh no, I took it out of the description for that one, for this stream.
Send me the link from Twitter.
I absolutely will after I finish making these points.
Lazy, I'll give you $50 to customize my Combiner Wars Ultra Mega.
In what way?
Personal chat reader.
I mean, that's kind of a vague thing. I mean, I'd happily do it. I like customizing, and yeah, I'll take a little extra income. And like I say, I'm on EI right now because of my finger, and I'm using this opportunity to, like the days Cynthia's not working, to act like I am in full time, just to see what it's like. And so far, I enjoy it. So I mean, if this gets to a point where I'm making enough to support my family, I would like to turn this into a full-time job. And then I'd probably get something out once every 2 weeks. And then, yeah, that would be the ultimate dream. How to get to that dream, well, I haven't really spent too much time thinking about it, but...
Plan on getting the upgrade kits for Combiner Wars Superior again?
I'm not sure. The last video I did with Grapple and Hoist kind of brought to my attention just how underscaled the Combiner Wars line is. I'm actually considering figuring something else out in terms of them. Mind you, it doesn't really matter at the same time, in the sense that I can just trick photography like I always do. And the bigger the figure, the harder it is to animate. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to do about the combiners. But I do need to think about it. Ow.
What G2 character would you want animated?
What character do I want animated?
What G2 character do you want animated?
I don't even know. Sideswipe's G2 colors look pretty amazing.
Are the G2 ones all the 80s colors?
The 90s colors, but yes.
90s colors? Yeah, I like that one.
Something we were considering doing, just kind of as a joke. I showed Cynthia the G2 colors. And do you want to share with the chat what your thoughts with them were?
What did I think?
Of the G2 80s colors, 90s puke colors.
Oh, they are amazing.
I know.
They are not puke. Absolutely amazing.
G2 the radical G2 colors. We were thinking of just hunting some down, even just the repaints of figures into the G2 colors, and just have my wife Cynthia review them because you like them so much.
Okay. Oh, so much for my cough going away. So much for my cough going away. How do you feel about leaders not being about size anymore?
I'm more upset with... Like, I'm happy that the characters they gave us aren't leader class. I'm just annoyed that they charged us leader class. If that made any sense. Because they're not leader class. They're not even close to being leader class. They're obviously Voyager class. And, like, I've even made the remark of, like, well, this isn't working out. Discard that one. I've even made the remark that it's not quite leader class. It's more to fill the void of the price point to get the plastic we need, and that I'm sort of okay with that. It just sucks that it's like $70 for an Astrotrain that should have cost us $50. But again, I get it. But it sucks.
If you were Transformers, what would you transform into?
I would see, this is where Auto something came into. I would transform into a 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. I'd be blue and I'd have yellow stripes. My wife laughs because she knows this is my dream car.
You have your dream car, it's just in white.
It's just in white, and it's not an Evo, it's a GTS.
Have you heard the rumors about Planet X's IDW Grimlock? IDW is a hospital in Halifax. Sorry, that's
IWK, not IDW. That'd be kind of cool. I don't read the comics, so I mean, you know, I'm glad you guys are happy.
There's another one in here. How's the coronavirus treating you?
It hasn't been treating me. And I say that in the sense of I haven't got it. What I think of Transformers if the G2s were just the normal colors? I don't know. That's a good question. I do not like the G2 colors.
How would you feel if YouTube tried to screw you over like they do to others should you make YouTube full-time?
You say that assuming YouTube doesn't screw me over right now. They do. Like, when I say I want to do it full-time, I'm not saying, oh, gee, I sure wish I had $4 million. I just, in order to sustain myself, I don't mean to turn this into a money thing. You know, here we go.
Hey, before you turn it into a money thing, can you point the camera at Riley and show them what she's doing because someone's asking how's Riley doing? In other words, Riley's great.
Riley's just fine. Well, what would I would turn into this train? Ta-da!
How do you feel about the new Netflix Transformers series?
I'm cautiously excited. Oh yeah, what I was turning into a money thing. I would have to make $2,000 a month. That would be the minimum I would have to make from YouTube in order to sustain this as a full-time job. Because that's how much roughly I make a month at my current job. And if I made that much with YouTube, then all my bills would be paid and I could do this full-time. And I'm sure if I did this full-time, I would get an exponential amount of increase in terms of subs and whatnot. But the point is, to start off with, I would have to make that much. And I currently make, I think it's like 200 or 300. So not enough yet. A CSX what? Universe Voyager Power Glide G1 whitewash Storm Cloud colors. Pretty please give me your opinion of the figure.
You start from scratch or have any sketches, blueprint, mock-up?
Of what?
I guess what you're doing.
Who's asking? I didn't see that.
Shogo King.
I have this and this and like I'm going off the papercraft design I found online by Matt, whose Twitter handle is of graphic design.
I've never seen so many people on Facebook at the same time.
Facebook?
Yes. I'm on Facebook as well.
Oh, I see.
There's like over 30 people online right
Oh my goodness.
Do you think that would be more of achievable if you advertised your Patreon more?
See, yes.
But also no, because a lot of his subscribers are kids.
that's another point. Like, I do have a lot of subscribers that are kids. Coppa. No, but that's the thing. If I advertise the Patreon more, probably. But I don't feel it's right to just dump my financial issues on you guys. I mean, if people want to donate to the Patreon, absolutely. Thank you. I much appreciate it. But I'm not expecting people to. Like,
that was loud.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to be. Because no one comes onto this website expecting to have to pay. And that's not the point. Like, I do this as a hobby. I'm glad I provide entertainment. And there's a few people that say I'm being way too modest about this. And to those people, I say thank you if you think that highly of me. But it's not my subscribers' responsibility to pay my bills. I don't feel anyway. If they want to, that's their choice. I'm not going to ask them though.
What do you think on the Earthrise Sun streaking?
I think it's cool. I'm hoping they... See, I like it. I really, really like it. I wish it had a spoiler, and I'm a little miffed that it's an Earthrise figure and not a Siege figure. Or at least that they do a side swipe.
Do you have Generations World and Roadbuster?
No, I don't. Unfortunately. I mean, World was pretty cool, I just didn't get it. Trimming from the other side.
Do you have Earthrise Optimus Prime yet?
No, I don't. She's been going at this for what, 20 minutes now? Ah, man.
Mad Junker says, I for one am grateful that you're one of the few who do it for fun and not money. I don't advertise Patreon every video.
So yeah, I mean, I say thank you to the beginning. And it's exactly 10 seconds, so for those that want to skip it, all you gotta do is double tap. Like, I don't go on and on and on and on and on about it. There's a reason. This isn't about money. Like I said, this is just my hobby, and if my hobby turns into a job, I would love it. But again, just to reiterate the point I've said, I guess, twice now, I don't consider it my subscribers' responsibility.
You have to see this. The day they left us. It's a bunch of chickens running. Yeah, a bunch of chickens are running. And the day they let us out again. Yep, bunch of chickens running. That would definitely be me.
Man, I guess the podcast could be called Triple Takeover.
Are you gonna get
Scorponok? No. No, I'm not. Okay, is this even thickness? It better be. The answer is yes. Good.
You plan on buying your first Optimus Prime?
Yes, I do plan on buying our Optimus Prime. It's just a matter of finding it.
This is news to me.
Did I tell you what Earthrise Optimus Prime is?
Nope.
It's basically the Siege Prime, but better in every way.
Siege Prime.
Yes. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same size, except it's more Earth related. I'm showing it to you. It's this.
Oh. There's a broken glass table. It says glass table for sale, some assembly required. When I want to say like, comment, and subscribe, I save it for the end of my video.
I don't even say that. Excuse me while I just virtue signal. I'm better than you because I don't say it. Anyways, yeah, I don't say like, comment, subscribe because I feel the audience is smart enough to know to do that on their own.
So apparently, the provincial borders are being closed.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You can still leave, but to enter, or on CBC News, and Nova Scotia is closing the border to New Brunswick tomorrow at 6 a.m. They say you can leave, but to re-enter or enter Nova Scotia, whether you've been away or not, you have to quarantine for 14 days. Same as PEI. Yeah. How is Vanessa going to get to Alberta?
I don't know.
Maybe she should move there right now. Why do you hate RTS Jazz?
RTS Jazz?
Yeah.
I don't hate RTS Jazz. I'm not sure how it came across that I did. When did I say I hated it?
I don't know. Who do you think is the superior scientist, Shockwave or Perceptor?
I'm assuming Perceptor. I mean, Grimlock's brain. Grimlock, clearly. I need a square. I do not have one. This page will do.
Yes, it's a hat. Is the undersized CW Jet Devastator worth it? I wanted to get the full-size one, but it is $200, and I really wanted to get him to go toe-to-toe with the Omega Supreme.
The undersized one is okay, but it's undersized, and that works with the other combiners, but it doesn't work with Omega Supreme. I said I did in review, but I don't know. But then again, at the same time, I feel like the Combiner Wars one is too big. I want a happy medium somewhere, but it doesn't exist.
Oh, you said you hate RTS Jazz's headlights because they're Bayified.
Oh, yes. I've kind of gotten over that, but, you know, whatever. So 30 and 6. I mean, goodness, I said that like 7 years ago.
What's your opinion on Earthrise Skylink?
He is a figure. Oh, honestly, he looks good. I don't know if I'm going to... I mean, I might chance upon it one day. I said I wasn't going to get Jetfire, and look what happened. I found that in a store for $80, and so I went and traded my Studio Series Constructicons, because after I found out what Constructicons were turning into, I didn't like it. So I ended up paying $14 for a Jetfire. Plus my Studio Series Constructicons, obviously.
Which mini-bot is getting a review?
Hoffer.
Yes, we have. We've seen the movie Ready Player One.
pretty good. I like that movie.
There was a Transformer version of the Cryptic Keeper podcast called the You're gonna have to read that one.
Okay, so it does fold. One of the things I have to do to this piece is I have to bend it so that the pages work on it well. So I'm just testing it to see if it works. Are they watching Peppa Pig?
Yes, they are.
Oh my goodness, my favorite show ever.
Okay, there's one question that you're going to have to read because I cannot read it.
Where?
Burst.
If there was a Transformers version of the Cryptid Keeper podcast called the Teletraan Keeper, what two Transformers would host it, replacing the humans Alex and Addison? I don't know what the Cryptid Keeper is, and I barely know the Teletraan. Yes, I'm going to get all of the Earthrise Seekers.
An end goal for his collection? When his wife says no more.
When I own one of at least every character.
Do you know YouTube personality Bad Lamprey?
No, I don't.
He mostly makes Transformer animated costumes, but he did do some reviews before he really got into it. I recommend his 3P Devastators review.
3P means third party.
Do you have the car mode version Studio Series Dropkick?
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So the AMC Javelin, what a great car. Okay, I'm hoping that by doing that, I should be able to fold it. Ugh. Almost.
Oh, Alex kittens are so adorable. How is Siege Jetfire in your opinion?
He's okay. I still think he's too big.
Are you gonna get the rest of the mini bots?
Huh? Who am I missing for mini bots? None, I think. I mean, aside from the season 3 mini bots, I'm pretty sure I have everyone. Like I'm missing like pipes and Outback and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure I've got everyone I need.
Do you think Optimal Prime wanted, or if he was okay with Hot Rod taking command even when he requested Ultra Magnus to do the job, why not probably or go another Go Ottawa?
I don't know. There's one thing I like, it's in-universe philosophical questions. Yeah, that bend sort of works. I'll take it. My car mode drop kick's door fell off before I could even get it into car mode. Oh no. I like the combiners not the size of Omega because I don't like mass shifting, so basically I don't like Transformers. Ain't that the truth?
Have you heard of Lucha Brave series?
Nope. I have not. Divisia Motion, your backdrop.
I haven't gotten any studio series. Which one should I start with? Boy. I haven't gotten any studio series. Which one should I start with?
The Bumblebee was pretty good. I got the one from the Bumblebee, or well, I guess it's just from Transformers. The 86 Camaro, or the 76 Camaro. I like that one. But car mode drop kick's pretty good. Jet mode shatter's pretty good. I don't know, they're all pretty good.
I hope you get Masterpiece King X Kaiser.
X Kaiser. It's like Kaiser done.
Your quarantine nickname is now officially how you feel plus the last thing you ate.
Fine tuna. I feel fine.
It wasn't anything anybody asked, it was just on Facebook.
Yes.
Mine yesterday was stressed pickle.
Stressed pickle. What are you? I'm a stress pickle.
Where can I find the Constructicons for Studio Series?
Well, I just sold them, so I mean I can't give you mine. I was all on board for Studio Series Devastator until they released the final images and it's him just on 2 legs. And I'm like, well, I wanted 4 legs. And that doesn't do me well, so no. So we got 20 and 4. Hello there. A carnival of nonsense. It's true. I'd like to make it in scale one day. I think that'd be really cool. Like if I had a toy company, I think that's one thing I would do is just make scale versions of everything. Take existing figures and scale them up or down. Does movie Devastator do anyone well? I might. Excuse you, Abby.
Would you be willing to do trick stop motion to make car mode dropkick turn into a helicopter or from helicopter to car, etc.?
I thought about doing that, but the helicopter mode is terrible. I have Shattered. If I find jet mode Shatter, I might do it, but I considered buying both. In fact, I was gonna do that trick thing for Devastator. I was going to do like the G1 intro, but with like the Studio Series Devastator. But it just can't be done because they decided we're gonna make him into his concept art instead of like his movie, and I just like, why? Why go through all that trouble just to not do it in the end? Like, it's decisions like that that aggravate me.
Buzz Eyebrow Millenniumopoly player do you know of, and if so, like the 2013 generation skids based on IDW?
That was a collection of words I did not comprehend.
Buzz Eyebrow
Millennial?
Read the comment.
I can't see it.
Superior CT.
Oh. Do you know of, and if so, like, the 2013 generation skid based on IDW? I think it was pretty nice. In fact, I'm considering getting it again. I mean, it was pretty alright.
Which Transformers movie character in the 86 one is your favorite?
Which Transformer what?
Which Transformers movie character in the 86 one is your favorite? He likes Bumblebee.
I do like Bumblebee. It's because Bumblebee was great. Anyone who says different is lying. Life is pain. Anyone who says different is selling something. I need to make 2 more of these. Okay. I know you told me already, but what's for dinner again?
Spaghetti.
Right.
We have 11 cases in New Brunswick.
Of Corona?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What?
Number 3 trending hashtag on Twitter. Trudeau lied, people died.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Would you be opposed to an Earthrise skid? I've recently grown kind of attached to his alt mode and seen the X-Trans box version. I think Hasbro could do one pretty nicely.
The Toyota Honda City Turbo was a pretty cool car. Like, let's not shortchange it here. So no, I would not be opposed. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Would you actually given your Constructicons? I wouldn't have given it to you. I would have sold it to you, but I mean, yeah, I would have if you ponied up the money and all that.
How do you feel after spending money on the Lego trailer for Siege Prime and then discovering about Earthrise Prime?
I'm not so torn up about it because I still have the Bumblebee movie Prime.
Someone's saying something about alcohol.
I do think it's funny though that I did put my heart and soul into this, and it's like, ah, by the way, oh, all right, well, I still have Bumblebee movie Prime.
Patients can now have virtual appointments with their family doctor. Ooh, I wonder how we can do that.
When you said patients, I assumed you meant the quality.
Well, we're supposed to have a doctor appointment just to get us into the system.
To get us assessed.
Yeah.
That's the one terrible thing about living in this province is that finding a family doctor is like. Remember when Mastery's Optimus was in Toys R Us? The one that was like 110. MP10. When MP10 came to Toys R Us Canada. And finding one was like finding the Holy Grail. That's like finding a doctor here.
Ontario has recorded his first death.
Oh no. That's sad.
Elderly.
I am trying to refrain from sharing my opinion of this. Because I don't have a good one.
I know. I'm not giving an opinion either.
Yeah. I feel sad for the people that are dying.
I wonder if we've had any deaths in Canada yet. Just that one in Ontario.
There's one in BC.
Okay, so 2 deaths.
Yeah.
What do you think about Baber skids and mudflap? What?
They can go die in a hole. I wish they'd never been invented.
Those are actual Transformers?
Skids and Mudflap, yeah.
What are names of those?
You watched Revenge of the Fallen. Remember the racist idiots that were the midgets?
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this idea for a while, but would you love if Hasbro made Generations updated Predators and Turbomasters with no GPS?
I don't know what a GPS is beyond a global positioning system, so yeah, sure, why not?
Are you a fan of the movie Gremlins?
No, I haven't watched it.
What's Gremlins?
It's a movie from the 80s. Cute little fuzzy creatures and
What's that?
yeah.
Are you a foster dog?
A foster dog?
Yeah.
What's a foster dog?
You foster a dog until he goes for his forever home.
Why would we not be the forever home?
Because we're in an apartment building.
So why would we foster a dog?
How do I deal with paint that refuses to stick?
You find out what the material is, and if the material is incompatible, then that's your problem. Also, maybe you just need better paint.
Where can I find a cheap SSROT? Oh, Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. I know what that is!
I don't know. Because I don't get my figures cheap. I have to pay full price for them. Sometimes I overpay for them. And sometimes I just happen upon them at a store. And then I go, heck yeah.
We can take the girls to the PARK.
Why? They're not closed?
No, you can allow your children to play outdoors at this time if you follow these precautions. Playgrounds should be not used if crowded.
Okay. Well, I don't think we have that problem in our neighborhood.
Avoid using public washrooms, and if that's not possible, like on surfaces.
Standard stuff.
Yep. You can go for a walk on trails or in parks if it's not crowded, and you're able to maintain a distance of at least 2 meters from your families.
New Brunswick didn't close parks, though. But New Brunswick didn't close the parks.
I thought I read somewhere they did.
Oh.
I know PEI did.
Maybe that meant that they closed the provincial parks.
I don't know. Can you do a stop motion intro for the Transformers Season 2 intro?
People keep asking that, and it's like probably my most requested.
No!
It took me 9 months to do the first one. And I don't have masterpieces anymore. And Cynthia was not happy with the amount of time I spent on one project. But think of all the money I could make.
No! There's a Siege Nemesis Prime coming out. Will you be reviewing it, and will you be animating him doing the dance from Spider-Man 3?
Man, now I want to. I hadn't even considered that. That's such a great idea. Has anyone ever seen, I can't remember who it was, but someone took the Spider-Man dance. It's the Spider-Man 3 dance,
Someone
right?
actually remember my name.
Yay! Anyways, it was the Spider-Man 3 dance, right? But someone edited it and took out all the music.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like him awkwardly dancing around and everyone kind of scoffing at him.
Are you gonna get Earthrise?
Yes. Unless they said Ironworks. If it said Ironworks, then no.
I can't tell if it's Unicron or Unicorn.
Oh, no. Do you know how much that is?
No.
$600.
No!
For something that's bigger than Omega Supreme.
No!
Yes, yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying no. Also because it's a terrible figure. I could see how you put his heart and soul into it, but I mean, if your heart and soul is just a panel former, I'm sorry.
Have you gotten Siege Springer yet?
Yes. Yes. He's pretty great.
You need the triplets.
I assume you're not talking about the Teletoon cartoon from Days of Yore. What triplets are you referring to?
I don't know. He said, oh yeah, you need the triplets.
We're talking about the Seekers here?
I have no idea.
Did you ever watch the triplets when you were younger?
What are the triplets?
Well, it was 3 girls. They're probably like 7 or 8, and they went around solving mysteries or something.
There's tons of 3-girl shows. There's Powerpuff Girls, there's Totally Spies, there's what else?
No, it wasn't. They were 7 or 8 or something. It was on Teletoon in the mid-2000s.
So was Totally Spies and Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, not Teletoon, because that was Nickelodeon. Or no, Cartoon Network, sorry. I'm trying to tell you Powerpuff Girls is on Teletoon.
I'm sorry, but I want it. Okay, there was another thing here. Is there some such thing as Teletraan 2?
Teletraan 2.
The triplets are from Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, the bikes. No, I'm not getting the bikes. He's talking about Chromia and Alita 1, and I want to say Moonracer, but I can't remember the last one.
What are you watching? What
Oh,
are
it
you
was
watching?
RC, wasn't it? It was RC.
What is this? No, I don't know what that is.
What is she watching?
Puka.
Uka?
Puka.
Puka. That sounds very familiar.
Buka, love recipe. The Sunga Island cooking competition.
I like competitions. I'm very competitive.
It looks Asian.
Probably sounds Asian.
Okay, fine. You can continue watching it. My school is closed for several weeks, maybe more, and I want to get back into stop motion. Do you have any tips or exercises for me to practice?
Okay, so I stopped doing stop motion back in 2018, right? That's when I shut down the channel, had no intention of coming back, and then I eventually came back. So what I did to come back was I made a whole bunch of little, you can go and see it, the lazy animation days, that was me practicing. So a lazy Wednesday after, the Friday, there was one where it was just a bunch of walking. I think it was the Saturday or the Sunday, and it was just like, who was it? I did Hound, I did Sideswipe, Sea Spray, and Optimus.
Wait.
Well, okay, you don't have to watch it then.
Would you like to see an Earthrise Star Saber?
Sure, I don't know if I'd buy it, but I mean, I'd like to see it, why not? Anyways, here's what I did. I made 4 of these, because I got a picture of it somewhere. Kind of hard to see.
Screaming, where is Lord Starscream?
I don't have. Oh, he's talking about the actual there's a YouTuber called that. I don't know why he's not here. Probably doesn't know that it's going on. Ooh, thank you, Bradley Ben. Someone joined Patreon. What was I looking for? Right. So yeah, we're just gonna look it up right now. We'll see what happens. So if we look up Papercraft Teletraan1.
I don't want to make dinner, George.
We don't have to then. I'll make it later. I think he has a download for it here somewhere. I mean, yeah, there's lots of places that you can find it.
Can you make your own Transformers stop motion series?
It's possible, I just haven't done it yet. I don't know. I can't think. Anyways, it's supposed to look like this. So there's a center cutout. So what I've done is I made 4 of these, 2 for the outer walls, and then 2 for right here. I'm going to cut down for the inner walls because it kind of does that. So anyways, we're going to start here. The first thing I need to do is I need to mark out with a marker. See black, I guess. Let's hope black shows up. Let's do a test on a junk piece. Where the junk pieces go? Oh, there they are. That goes on very visible and dries to invisible. It's like Mirage. I don't even know who Ironworks is. I need a white marker. I don't think we have one, do we?
Do you know that the Siege Nemesis Prime costs more than the Siege Jetfire?
Siege Nemesis costs more than Siege. Does it really? Is it because it's like super exclusive and all that nonsense?
George?
What?
Do you like jazz?
You like jazz? Yes.
He does not like the music jazz, though.
Yes, I do. I like swing jazz. big brass band jazz.
Well, every time I play it, you're not all like, woohoo!
I don't have to be thrilled for it to like it. No, you weren't excited. You weren't excited so much that you died. Therefore, you do not like it. Is that your philosophy here?
iPad is turning into a laptop.
Good for them.
Well, the newest iPad comes up with track mouse support.
Mm.
Very good. You can find my question, can you answer it? Okay. What's your name again? Devin.
Why make 2 cuts when I can make just 1? Duh. What?
Devin Smith, he asked about the tips for stop motion.
Okay.
He said if you can find my answer, can you answer it? If you can
Oh,
find
right.
my question, can you answer it?
You're asking about the tips for stop motion. Like I said, so to get back into it, what I did is if you go on back to through my channel and you find Lazy Sunday Afternoon Stream,
Okay.
that's exactly what I did to get back into it. Is just make short little things.
Go on back
They don't have to be anything.
to his channel and look up lazy afternoon. By the way, chat's frozen.
Chat's frozen? Oh, goodness. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, goodness.
Afternoon streams.
I accidentally closed it. I was wondering why I can't see it there.
Why?
Oops.
They just wait.
That'll reset the chat, but...
Practicing.
Anyways. Anyways, yeah, so that was me practicing my stop motion animation just to get back into the swing of things for reviews. Just make little doodle animations that mean nothing, but reflect on it. Look at it, see what you can do better. And the other thing about animating is, like, a lot of people just think I animate and just do it off the top of my head. Like, for instance, that thing where Hoist just, like, I'll zoom it up, pan it up a bit. That thing where Hoist just judos grapple. That wasn't me just off the top of my head doing it.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for warning me.
No one can see my wife.
No, it's fine.
Anyways, it wasn't like I actually got over and thought about how I would do that, how I would like up and throw something like that.
I remember that.
No, you don't. You weren't in the room. The door was closed. You remember me doing it way back years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about specifically this one instance. But yeah, like, I'd get up and think about it where it's like, okay, if I did it, I would do this. So then I would go back to Hoist. Okay, the leg needs to go up, the arms need to go back, and then he needs to step into it and then throw down.
That's basically what animators do.
Yeah, it's called puppeting the figure, or puppeting a what? Puppeting the subject.
Oh, remember the Caleb figure?
Yeah, exactly.
You're hungry.
It has a term.
May need to reload the chat window element.
I keep trying to, and it's not working. See if I can try. I'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll just turn it off.
What are you building again?
Teletraan1.
Did you ever watch the GoBots, and what did you think of it?
I actually didn't watch the GoBots. It would be a bad idea to go to it.
No, you keep this on. I do not want.
Hey, there we go. Okay, it works now. Excuse me. Okay, I'm trying to do this cut. Anyways, that's how I do a lot of my animations. Everyone's like, wow, that was so good. And there's a reason why. It's like I'm actually thinking about it. I've been meaning to do a tutorial on it, on like walking, for instance. I actually study people walking and like match it to a frame rate and then pick a frame rate to loop it. Like there is a method behind this.
Guess I'm taking this into the kitchen because Riley keeps saying that she's hungry.
Okay.
As am I. Can't we just do Pisha?
We could. We just can't afford groceries next week. I mean, it's up to you. I like cars. Cheapest series vendor the following is $40. I'm guessing that's American. Rotoscoping. I mean, rotoscoping is a thing too that I have to do sometimes. Okay, so I'm on to this part.
George!
What?
Mayonnaise!
Sorry. I gotta make sure. Oh, well, that's kind of a problem if you don't have any money. You can't buy things if you don't have any money. Money can be used to buy goods and services. Okay, so we're going to start with this piece here. We're going to make all our folds, and I have a feeling this is going to go terribly, but I'm going to do my best.
Riley, don't play with it. Just eat it.
What's this?
Ham.
No, it's this circle ham.
It's not ham, it's circle ham. Clearly. Of note, how is your filming to editing ratio in terms of workflow? I tend to film and edit in spurts, one scene after another. I film the whole thing, and then I edit the whole thing after I voice the whole thing. My workflow is film the whole thing, write the whole thing, voice the whole thing, and edit the whole thing. I don't know if it still exists, but there's a live stream out there of me doing Ratchet. Nuts. It moved at the last second. Oh, Riley's at it again. Spinning in circles. Have you heard of Jobby the Hog? I sure have. Sometimes I watch him, usually I don't. Nothing against him particularly. I'm not a fan of crude humor. It's not bending the way I want it to, but can I at least get the angle I need? Yes. Okay, we're gonna deal with this. Hello, Maximus. Lazy George Brown, if you want me to jobby reference of U99. Yeah, I sure did. Hi, Kleenex. How are you? Very quiet. Let's see if I can boost the... Testing the audio. There we go. That's a bit better. Point Pleasant Mothman? Oh, I'm building a thing. I'm not very bored. Why are you guys anti-no? Again, be careful. Yeah, I agree. Last thing I need is my finger cut off again. Hello, James Fowler. Hello, TF fan page. Hey, TF fan page, you have the thing that I'm currently building. This is version 2. But I'm not about to ask you for my thing back, because that would mean shipping it across Canada, and that would suck. So I'm just going to build a better one. When are you going to review your Rise Prime? Well, that's a fantastic idea. When will I? How about when I buy it? I haven't bought it yet. Favorite review I've made? Right now, it's Grapple. I mean, put my heart and soul in that thing. I had so much fun. But in the past, favorite review? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You wish you could get your hands on the Tiny Toon Titans. I think I get it wrong. Buster and Crunch from Animated. I have no idea. How is life? Another question: how I life with a lazy eyebrow? This is not Teletraan Jim. This is Teletraan Jimothy. Heck yeah, Teletraan Jimothy. I'm glad someone remembered that. There, we'll go with that. I'm no longer Autobot Awesome something. I am Autobot Jimothy. Does that satisfy you? Jimothy. You have the original Teletraan 1.1. This is going to be Teletraan 1.2. Can't wait for Teletraan 3.1. It's going to have Chip's Challenge on. It's going to be sick. You're welcome, Riyadh Die 86. Do you have a wish list for current all of the Earthrise except for Ironworks? Because I have no idea who Ironworks is. That's better. Still have all the backdrops in the giant cardboard slip. I use them often. Thank you for them. I really needed them. You're welcome. I am currently remaking all of them. Did you poop? We should probably change your bum then, shouldn't we? Earthrise Prime is amazing to animate in my opinion, and the wheel kibble is perfect for making the waist movement seem realistic. This better not be a thing.
Well, you don't like pet names, so call you Jimothy.
You're gonna call me...
Can you help your youngest daughter, please?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can. My wife is now calling me Jimothy from now on. How fun. Not for Earthrise anything at this point. The more obscure, the better. Oh, for wish list for characters that haven't come out yet, Tracks. Tracks and Jazz.
Sure.
Coming. Did you poop in your pull-up? Stay with her. She's going to smear all over the seat. Earthrise Star Saber. Lone Sharkticons, I believe you know who we ought to act next. The Autolone boss. Which one? Mini bot Rai Rai. What if I told you I burned all the backdrops for the winter? I didn't though. But in all honesty, thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm glad they're serving someone. Honestly, I had too many of them. I think I only ever used like 4 of them at a time. I would like the floor. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that though. Short of just buying another thing for Toy Hacks again. Oh, got brave roll sick. I wonder if halves I was going to make a Primus. I don't see why not. Would you guys go to TFCon and or BotCon? Habits coming back. What's the one thing? Still a gigantic scoreboard slip. I just pulled out what I needed. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did too. Oh, good. That worked out. That worked out a lot better than the last one. Oh my goodness, I love my 2-year-old. She doesn't say yes or yeah or no. She does sometimes, but it's always like yep or nope. Riley, are you done going potty? Yep.
Just off the toilet door.
That started to smell really good. Eat it. I smell it right now.
Yes.
Alrighty, just had a potty emergency. Would you like Masterpiece Sunstreaker if you didn't have a faux chest? Yeah. I am off to check my kid. I had to make sure she didn't poop herself. That she can wash her hands easily enough. Which she can. This is coming up just short. It's not good. You're welcome, Rydia. The good news is it's starting to come together. Last week I got Dr. Whoop Grace for my Battle Trav and it looks good, although I'm thinking of painting them. You should. You should always paint things. Unless it's going to ruin the figure, in which case don't paint things. Peppa Pig. Does it ever sadden you, for those that have children, when your kids watch terrible shows, but they love them, so you just say nothing? Like, yes, I know you like Peppa Pig. Feel free to watch it. I know it makes you happy, but dang. Alright, thanks, TFA page. Number 5 Optimus? I don't know what a number 5 Optimus is. Is that like a number 2 pencil? But it's an Optimus. This Optimus is graphite. Oh good, that one turned out well too. As long as the show entertains at least one person. Fine if Soup CT123 wants to go that direction and say no show is bad, but man, Peppa Pig is just so terrible. So annoying, I want to die. I just realized the cutoff looks like the state of Texas. Old Camaro B is number 1. Okay, fair enough. I see the angle you're driving at here. I say. I'm trying to make the last cut. But it's proving cumbersome. And I also don't have enough. In hindsight, I'm also wondering if it would have just been easier had I just made strips that were the correct length. But what's done is done. Okay, I'll rephrase. Peppa Pig is not a stupid show. It's just... I hate it. I hate the show. Do you hate it when your kids like shows you hate? And you just wish they'd watch good shows? I mean, it's not like I haven't shown her Darkwing Duck or anything like that. But I get it. It's all subjective. Hey! We got a shape. We've got a general shape. Oh, Mummy Pig. I don't watch TV anymore. We have Netflix and Disney Plus, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, before we continue, we have to make our... Where's this?
What are you doing?
Where did we stop cutting? Okay, we go this far.
Okay, dry your hands.
Well, that's promising. Our fold lines kind of match, or more or less line up. Yeah, close enough. I think. I hope. Oh, I sure hope. Anyways. That is worrying. Anyways, we have to go and find out what we're doing here. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to switch to cutting panels. They do start speaking British accents just because of the pig. It's not, you're not wrong there. Daddy Pig. My child just keeps snorting all day long. Okay, 3.5 of these units, starting from here. My mom wasn't exactly like that. Going back to like she let us watch some shows. Like we watched Sticking Around when we were kids, but in general she hated that show. And what else did we watch? She hated SpongeBob. She thought it was just annoying. And looking back, I'm not entirely disagreeing with her. She hated Invader Zim. Angela Anaconda. There's lots of shows that we're just not allowed to watch because she just couldn't stand the animation style or something about it. Bye, Brickmaster B06. Thanks for tuning in. Oh no. I might have to do panel lines at the end. I didn't even know the Toyota Supra. It's alright that you're late. No one's faulting you for that. We're aware of the Toyota Supra. Okay, so I think I messed this up. We're gonna find out pretty soon. Oh, she does like Thomas the Tank Engine. She's got much of those toys. Abby, do you like Thomas the Tank Engine? Yep. I thought so. But I only show her the classic stuff. I don't show her any of the new CGI junk. I bought her a whole bunch of toys and an HO scale train and all that nonsense. I love Invader Zim. See, we watched a lot of Animaniacs as kids, and I'm like that. I mean, Animaniacs is great, I'm not going to deny that, but... I also do watch Pinky and the Brain, obviously. Okay, here's hoping this works. I've forgotten all the shows I grew up with that aren't Transformers and Gundam. Well, Thomas is amazing. Of course I'm going to show that to my daughters. And buy them the toys and show them my old toys I still have when I grew up. All that nonsense. Oh no. I did mess this up. Yay. Well, you know what? Not as bad as I was kind of making it out to be here. So I can work with this. Curious George. You don't care about gender transformers. So do you care about Hasbro gender swapping some characters like Animated Red Alert and Cyber's Clobber? I don't care. I mean, I think it's kind of dumb that just retcon stuff like that, but whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and who am I to say no? No, I don't like the changes. I think you should do them. Replica of the Scarlet Railway, the station with a standard gauge and the narrow gauges. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Starting with the glue, yeah. Hoping this glue doesn't take too long to dry. Yeah. From the season 4 Thomas the Tank Engine. I get you. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Don't worry. Thoughts on Beast Wars? I couldn't watch it. I tried so hard to watch it. There was another show I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. It was Reboot. Same reason. Just my mom couldn't stand the animation, and I'm kind of similar. It's just not for me. No, I didn't show them My Little Pony. Hello, Titanius Prime, the reviewer. I'm glad you enjoyed Beast Wars. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I can't watch it. It's an odd question there, Soup CT. You know what? I'm just going to start taping this together. That's how I did the last one. No worries there, Titanius. I'm not, like I said, I was actually talking about this earlier. I'm not, it's not my reviewer's responsibility to pay my bills, but I appreciate them all the same when they do. Which car mode is better for a Camaro or a 911? Why on earth would you use a Porsche 911? Beast Wars are class with the animations of hold today's damage. 3D animation and how advanced is the time will only age in a few years. To a point. I mean, like, you can go back a few, like, there's some animation that still holds up. The old Toy Story, for instance, like, okay, obviously, no, it's not great, but you can still watch it. It's not terrible. Toy Story 2, for instance, I love that movie. Toy Story 2 is aged like a fine wine. I was going to put the Papercraft Teletraan when my printer was out of yellow. Printers are so hard to use when you need them. I know. I was actually going to go to Staples and get this printed off. But I've got a plan with my printer company where I don't pay for ink. I pay a monthly fee. And that's worked out pretty well so far. Those 3 words are stink, stank, stunk. 3 words for those who dislike Beast Wars Code Hero. I don't get it. Do you think you'll go to TFCon? One day I'd like to. It's not feasible right now, but I mean, never say no. See, I grew up in Ontario, so it'd be nice to go back there one day. Terrible soul, no soul. It's See, this is an opinion I get shot for quite frequently. I don't like animated either. And for similar reasons. I just can't stand its animation style. I don't like the way the characters, the dialogue. I don't like the dialogue. I'm sure they have great stories, but I just can't get past the dialogue. It's terrible. And a lot of people are like, how could you not like it? You know, it's great. And there's so many homages to G1. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm happy for you, but no. I will review Cliff Jumper at some point if I get him. I'll review every figure I get when I eventually get to them. It's just a matter of getting to them. So again, everyone says animated's so good. I can't get into it. The dialogue just turns me off. I liked Transformers Prime though, and when I say that and I don't like animated, people just look at me like I have a third eye. Like, how could you like one and not the other? I'm like, I don't know, I just do. Deal with it. Yes, no, I know who Diamond Gold is. I can't say I watch his stuff. Not that I have anything wrong with him. I don't. To get away from TFs, what sort of music do you personally? I like ELO as the music I listen to the most. ELO's pretty great. I listen to Deadmau5, Daft Punk, and Nero. So a little bit of dubstep here and there. I listen to a lot of stuff. Like I have like 1,500 songs in my Spotify playlist. I've just liked songs. I listen to Pogo. You guys ever heard Pogo? He takes like movies and he remixes them into music. The girls particularly like the Data and Picard. Netflix is Warp 7 Rangatron. The hot link have been spotted in Canada. Cool. So I kept jumping around to the episodes. Like, I watched the first one. I loved the pilot episode when I was, like, when it first aired. And I watched the premiere for it. And I was, I was like, wow, that's actually really good. And then I watched a few more episodes and was like, wow, this kind of sucks. And I really hate Bulkhead. How far have I got? Well, we're getting there. Favorite Transformer? Like toy? I don't know. Who is my favorite Transformer as a toy? The one I keep going back to and just mucking about with. As a character, I like Jazz and Brawn. Thundercracker and whatnot. That's a toy I don't know right now. How's your cruise classes going? They've actually been postponed because of the virus, and it's possible they may be cancelled. He said if they resume, we'll be resuming where we left off on lesson 6, but unfortunately classes have been postponed, which is why I've been doing this lately. I've had time. Would you prefer Ironhead over Bulkhead on Transformers Prime? I don't know. I actually didn't mind Bulkhead in Transformers Prime. I just hated him in animated. Bulkhead, no. Yeah, I like the Porsche 935. It's pretty great. I love Earthrise Starscream. I don't have it yet, but it's amazing. Okay. Well, sounds like I'm finishing this stream for the day. Which actually is not too bad timing because we have the majority of our shape finished. I'm going to slot this in here. Why does that not fit? Oh, it does fit. Okay. Where's the other one? I'm gonna have to find some way to trim this down. Or maybe restart. I don't know. I mean, it's come a long way. And actually, it might be okay. Here's what we got so far. I'm gonna have to stop because dinner's ready. But it's definitely gonna take a bit of trimming. And also, this needs fixed. Anyway, thanks you all for joining. Where have we got? We're at, oh my goodness, where's the super chat? I'm sorry if there was a super chat. I didn't see it. But someone gave a super chat, and I'm going to have to go back and find out. Thank you to whoever that was. I'm sorry I missed it. But yeah, thank you all for joining me, and we're going to stop for now. So yeah, have a good night.